Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in XPlane 11 once again.
Release parking brake.
When we're ready. Thank you so much. We're just finishing up, getting ourselves ready. We are actually going to be leaving from Houston, from George Washington International. We're going to be heading to Salt Lake City. This is an actual Delta flight. We are talking Delta 2340. It's usually done with a twin jet. Airbus A220, but we're going to be doing it with our Boeing 737 instead. We were originally going to leave from New Orleans, but for some reason SIDS and stars weren't showing up 100% right, and we had a very catastrophic incident that came from that. So instead, we're going to be leaving from Houston instead. It's still looking like it's going to be a 3-hour flight, so that's still going to be just as good for us. We're going to go through here really quick. Yaw damper can come down now. Let's get these prepped. You can hear that they're still getting everybody situated on board. We are on APU power at this point. It was raining just a little while ago, but it has already passed, so I'm not worried about that. This selection's all set for our traveling altitude. Air packs are on. We will get electrics going as well. Let's get that anti-collision going here. They will close up the door. Yeah, there we are.
Prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all calls.
They're going to close up our doors for us, and we're going to be able to get ourselves backed out of here and on our way to Salt Lake City.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Can do. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Delta Flight.
Also, notice, no more mysterious voice. Yeah, actually, we're all set here, so all I need to do is release parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Air packs are off. Click the ground, off we go. Very excited for you guys to be able to see at least somewhat nighttime, a little overcast anyways, nighttime flight. By the time we get to Salt Lake City, the sun should be set, and we should be enjoying some beautiful views as we pull into the city. I'm expecting some high winds, so we're going to be keeping an eye out on that as we make our way through there. The date is accurate, by the way. It is the 21st of December, so we're getting people out there for their holidays with their family, and I think that's probably one of the best flights that we could actually be doing. For the record, I have never left from this airport, so I'm very kind of on edge of, okay, what do we do? Where do we go? It's going to be a good time. First engine is set and seems steady. That's cool. It's going to start climbing for engine number 2. Been having just way too much fun with XPlane and flying once again, especially commercially. I can't put it down. Plus, it's one of those things that's nice. I can kind of set and just peek in at every once in a while to make sure that we're still up in the air. Especially with these long flights. So, should be good. You can hear that climbing up. We're going to be getting ready to set our parking brake here in a moment. Okay, making sure these guys are just parked. So get so set. Okay, hear that click. Engines are set and stable. We'll get you guys over to continuous. We can get the generators on. Let's switch over to
Operation
Gen 1
complete.
for...
Set parking brake.
There's that. APU can come
Disconnecting
off.
tow. Stand by.
Air can come back on. Thank God it's not summer, but it is chilly outside. Prop heat can come on now. Everything else looks good. Let me pop up here. These, I swear, are already on. So window heat's on. Whoops. Interesting. I wonder if when I change fuel, if that changed. Yeah, feel free to disconnect. As I disconnect, we'll turn on our taxi light. So happy not to be hearing that British lady anymore. We will get our cabin lights set for takeoff. Now you guys can actually see this. First off, what a view.
As long as all cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like laptops should be turned off and stowed until
We're stuck.
airborne, and the Princess rode off into the sunset.
Hose disconnected and bypass pin has been
That's very
removed.
strange.
Hand signal on the right. Well, see you next time
There we
and
go.
have a safe flight.
Must have been because they were disconnecting. But look, it's green. And when we get up there and we are at cruise, it should be blue, which is pretty awesome. Thank you for not staring at me, sir. So yes, first class, much better. All right. What did they say? Were they going to be on the right? All right, they're going to give us a thumbs up. Double check everything here. Everything seems solid. Alrighty. I'm going to click VNav while I'm thinking about it. Let us really quick. Let's just pull up. We're going to be taking from 15 left. So I'm just double checking here. We can take the first, last, first. Got it. Brakes are off. Engines are fired up as we move ourselves towards the taxiway. And what I read, we can do first one, right? The map is a little bit harder to understand. Should be a really good flight. I like flying at night because you can see all the lights everywhere and just add a little bit more magic to this world. Okay, we're going to want this second left. Man, this is complicated stuff, man. Just can't complicated field, that's all. Continue down. I was gonna say I should see the runway right here to my right, so. Yep. Just needed to make sure we were in the right direction. This is pretty crowded, I will say, compared to what we're used to. Let's get ourselves lined up here. Do one last quick check. Okay. There's that. We are all set up here, more or less. We can flip you on. Let me see how that safety video is going in the back.
And then adjust it loosely around your waist. As you leave the plane,
That's still running. So we will we'll wait for that to finish.
Blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in the front. But if your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle arms
I heard
are
cheers.
lowered,
You guys can't be drinking yet.
is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please
You guys should have already been doing your safety check.
And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety
No, it's not a
information
good time.
which is in your
Get your
seat
seatbelt
pocket.
on. We gotta go. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare a cabin for departure.
Yeah, sorry. Gotta interrupt your whole speech there. Okay.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Yeah, well, that's what we're gonna hope for. Flaps to 5. Alright, we have go for takeoff. Let me just get myself all situated here. Feet on rudders lined up for toga. Let's get you lined up. Take a turn. A little bit more speed there. Alrighty. Lined up. Toga. Little bit of rudder. Little bit of rudder.
50 knots. V1, rotate.
Rotate. Off we go.
Positive rate.
Positive rate and climbing.
$400.
400. Left the airport. Autopilot's taking over.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Flaps are up. Flaps are actually down, I should say. Speed brake is off. Enjoy that view for a moment, guys. Continuous taxi come off for now. Things looking good. Salt Lake City, here we come, and goodbye, Houston. First off, look at that highway. If we weren't turning so rapidly, you can actually see cars driving around. So good, but it's about to disappear as we dip into the clouds. And there's our strobe light, which actually should be up. Still gonna strobe, but that should have been up before takeoff. Little things, I'm telling you. Little things I keep forgetting. We're on the climb. Good. Quick breakthrough with the clouds. That'll be real nice. Look at this view, guys. It looks good here, but step outside really quick. Let's screenshot. Shift space. Looking fantastic. Takeoff and landing. Still climbing. Take a little turn so we can get ourselves headed north. Just look at that beautiful sky. You know it, just all the time. Now look at the difference between cruise, night, and sleep. I'm thinking cruise is that. It's light white. I mean, fiddle with it really quick. Yeah, it's pink. Sleep's blue. We're making it blue anyways. Because it's nighttime. You want you to adjust as the sun starts to set. Coming up on 10,000. 10,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMom members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution in opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe use approved electronic devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Why? Hold up. Can anybody riddle me that? I was gone for 2 seconds, listening to my message outside, and autopilot turned off. What the hell? We're not that far, of course, so it must have just gone off. Well, I'm glad I didn't let you guys go. Jesus! Why does everything want to kill us in this game? I was just letting you guys enjoy the views. I was enjoying the views as the sun sets and we're hitting out into the nighttime. I come up and friggin' autopilot. I must have hit it on my keyboard. It must be built into my keyboard somewhere. And I hit it. And I'm just kind of sitting here dumbfounded at this point on what happened. But now we're at 19,000. I'm going to probably sit up here in the cockpit now and enjoy the view as we get up to our climbing altitude. And either I'll edit it out and you guys will see us back in, or I'll let you guys just enjoy this view depending on how long it takes. Alright, so I know what's happening. My mouse is responding as a yoke. It's starting to drive me nuts now, because very strange. I don't know why that keep on clicking out every once in a while. Gotcha. I must have missed one. Alright, we're at a cruising altitude now.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend
we're
you
not
keep your belts
going to
fastened.
be
Thank you.
keeping them off. Look at that wingtip.
Looking at Cape a little closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
I'm actually gonna go over here. We're gonna change that to night. We are gonna go here, here, and we're gonna talk about turbulence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going through an area of turbulence. We ask passengers to please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Thank you.
I'm gonna flip those back on. Looks like we're be in this pocket of turbulence for a pretty good amount of time. Forgot, actually, I want to show you guys the blues. Look at this. Beautiful in cabin. Rise up a little bit. I'm actually in the window, so I can't get that far. But if you look around, it just dims down the cabin just to be able to enjoy that night flight as the sun goes down. Look at this thing rock. It's gonna be a bumpy ride to Salt Lake City. Should still be a good one. We're gonna be watching all our controls, and we're gonna have a good about 2.5 hour flight out there. We'll check in with you guys when we get a little bit closer. All right, we're making our initial descent into Salt Lake City. Should be a pretty straightforward in and out. Up, in, and I think we got actually another piece after that, so let us... No drag required right now. It will be, and I will watch it, but... Let's go to legs. Plan. Zoom it in just a smidge. So yes, we are going to have to go up, take a UE, and that should line us up nicely for arrival. So we'll pop it there. We'll keep it on 20. We'll go to our ref data here. And, yeah. Welcome somewhat to the West Coast, everybody, where it's only 7:12 at night, even though it's 9:12 here right now. Sit back and enjoy the rest of your flight. Let me actually make sure. Yep. It's been bumpy all night, so we have the fasten seatbelt sign more or less on all the way. Sit back and relax, and we'll see you guys as we get a little bit closer. Alright, as we continue to head into our final destination here, excuse me, in Utah, Salt Lake City International is sitting right over here. I'm almost certain, I'm going to double check here, this is our guy coming in. Actually no, 26, right, this is our guy right here. So very excited about getting in here. Maybe I'll call this one a night. This one's been a long flight. So we'll let you guys know when we get up to that final turn. I'm trying some different tactics on editing, and you guys just gonna let me know if you like it or not. And another cloud just popped in. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we are coming up on our final approach. Making sure that I get everything else kind of set up on my end. Flaps, etc. Runway's obviously in sight. Drag is going to be required. We'll flip that down. Gotta get these headphones on. Checking again, we're going to be at 142 once it grabs and it comes alive. Alright, drag off. Let's get flaps down to 5. And drag back up just to help. just a smidge. Landing lights were supposed to be on at 10,000 feet, and I was too busy with everything else. We'll get these on. We're going to need them. APU will be ready here in a moment. We're in continuous. Looks clear. Looks like a pretty calm night. We did have wind pretty much throughout the whole entire flight, so it's nice to know that we got that a little bit back under control because we have so much control. To a good slow down pace. Oh, hello, Husky. Jesus. Scared the hell out of me. Actually, we weren't that far from 10,000 feet when we started that, so I feel a little less worried. Hi, you sneak out of nowhere. You good? Don't touch that keyboard. Please. I am in no position to take control of this plane right now. Good times. Alright, top of descent's going to be here at 75. Once again, we're going to be cruising at about 163, I should say. Target's 142. Flaps of 30 are going to be coming in. I'm going to give them a prepare for landing.
Lieutenant, please prepare the cab for arrival.
Always looks good. Hello, Salt Lake City. Great place. Fantastic place. I thought it was great when I went, and I actually want to go next year. There's just a whole bunch of factors, like job, that are kind of in there. What's our ref? We want to be at 142. Tell you what, let's get us down to 142 now. Alright, let's get us down to flaps 15, please. What if I let go of brake? Will you still grab? Get us on a good glide slope. We're already there. We're already captured. Let's grab you. Let's get you armed. That seems all set. Everything else looks like we are good. We are captured. The plane is on its way to land itself, more or less. And there's another airport out there. One there, and there's definitely one back behind us as well. Let's pop in here. Here, cabin lights, go to landing. Keep that at medium. So many little details. Alright, we are about to recapture that. Let's zoom in one more just so I get a better look. This is final. I'll be at 2,000 feet to go. Tell you what, there's no reason we can't put our gear down now. Watch, there's probably one huge reason. I'm not even thinking about it. Flaps 25. Top of descent should be at, I thought that was 75. Now I'm curious in how weird off that is. Either way, we'll take control. Eventually, it's still guiding us perfectly fine. Alright. There's no more go around, there's no nothing. Flaps 30. They are set. Throttle is back on my end. Autopilot's over there. Just wish I knew how I was quickly turning that off. That could come in handy, don't get me wrong. Everything else looks good. We'll get APU on as soon as we're on the ground. I can't pull up a map yet. I did take Delta out, but they're building so much here. Gears are already down. I couldn't even tell you where it was meant to be. Also, I do realize, by the way, I do not adjust my, I just do the math in my head, my altimeter. I know I need to, okay? But that's something you'll start seeing in later on episodes, but I'm just doing the math in my head. Alright, we're about 6 miles away. I'm actually curious, is this how far we are away? 7.7? Here it says about 5, so I don't know. We're on that final 800 foot per minute glide slope. Double checking everything here. Looks about normal. Definitely feel like I'm getting that pilot voice where it needs to. Whoa! Just had a huge gust of wind kick us over. That was out of nowhere. Holy crap. Sorry, I just take a moment to understand what just happened with that. Alright, keyboard's on the ground. I shouldn't need that. Trying to get myself untangled from the massive amount of cables I have here. And blankets, because it's cold. Alright.
1,000.
1,000 feet.
Stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
All right. Feet are on the rudders. Rudder pedals just in case, and of course I'm in a rolly chair, which is not helping my predicament whatsoever.
500.
Okay. Auto throttle off.
400. 300.
Okay.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And down, reversers out. Use the rudder, not the wheel. Use the rudder, not the wheel. Welcome to Salt Lake, everybody.
80 knots.
80 knots. The only thing that I know about this airport, by the way, is that it's over there. Man, talk about not a detailed airport. We've got, like, what, 3 gates to sit at? What in the world? Head straight across, I guess. These are bays. I guess these are terminals. Jeez, okay. Well, Taxi lights on already. That's their APU. Come on, please, and thank you. Little strange, but all right. Really no good guidance in here. Note to self, Salt Lake. A little iffy. Okay. That is not a lot of information. Alright, flaps are done, that's done. Speed brake's down. We're actually in a pretty good spot. Let us get throttle down. We'll park ourselves next to this United 747. What a strange airport. There's no markings or anything. Well, the best that I can tell you is that we will probably not be leaving from Salt Lake City. Let's get ourselves up here, and we will call it there. Okay, let's get that onto APU power. Switch that over. Seats are off. Engines powered down. Let's get ground services out here. Set the chocks, APU, GPU. ASU, I think, by the way. Keep that on for everybody. Keep the logo on. Flip that up. We don't need probe heat anymore. Until the passengers get off, leave the windows on. Yeah, damper can come off. Fuel pumps can come off as well. Might as well not have those running. While we're sitting here, getting everybody unloaded, let's pop back in here. Cabin light should be set to medium. It's so bright. am I looking for? I thought it was... Oh, I was looking at doors. Doors. We can open. Open. Alright, well, I think it's time for some replays. All right. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed your flight here to Salt Lake City. I have been really thinking about how I want to, film these, because I actually filmed the whole entire thing, and then I cut it down to whatever you see. And you never know what that's actually going to be. But what I would like to note, and I'm curious on, and I'll probably end up trying it before this video actually gets out, is... would you actually like to have an out-the-window time-lapse view in between? Let me know. I definitely have to get a different type of music. So we definitely will see in the future what it might hold. Man, look at this just detail at night. It looks so pretty. But welcome to Salt Lake City, everybody. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoy what you saw, we do live stream on Twitch, and we are on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Let us know down in the comments what you think, what you might want to see in future episodes. Always open to ideas, and love to hear from you guys as well. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to show extra support, a subscribe is always appreciated. Just lets us know that we're doing something right, and it puts a big smile on our face every day when we get to see that number. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.